Hello again. Back for our final little stanza here as far as an overview of the course. Hopefully you've enjoyed this course. I know that even though I haven't taught it yet, I know that I'm going to enjoy just reviewing your information, reviewing your responses, helping you learn about data visualization, and its importance, in just about everything that's happening as far as data. Um, just to give you kind of a summary, I mean, if you can visualize data, there's so many applications to that. Even before AI and ML, data was a very important part of business decisions and watching, particular aspects of events, et cetera, et cetera. So that being said, let's move right ahead. Our last learning unit, learning unit 5 here, as you see, week 5. Our discussion question, as usual, we're going to talk about the pitfalls. Are there pitfalls in handling data? Of course. There could be dirty data, there could be skewed data, there could even be AI-generated data that doesn't apply to anything specific. So just to give you some ideas, but what I'd like you to do is discuss two types of pitfalls or errors that can occur when handling data. I kind of mentioned one, but if you do the reading, you see that unless you're very careful about handling data and managing data, things can be skewed in an incorrect way. So remember that. So discuss two types of pitfalls. As I said, I kind of mentioned one, but that's one of the things that you have to concern yourself with dealing with data. Especially if you're going to be an analyst or even a data scientist, you have to understand what the pitfalls are, just like any other aspect as far as your employability and skills. All right. One of the biggest usages right now, one of the biggest usages, and there's several, is centered around the assignments, and that's geomaps. Geomaps and geolocation and all the things about mapping have become quite prominent in the data visualization world. With satellite images and all that, remember there's processing of images to determine, precise locations. I do remember a time when it was only basically guesswork, but now all the triangulation and understanding specific positions, lat and long and all that, there's ways that, yes, there are ways that you can geolocate a particular individual, for example, to several, I would say just several inches. I know that's exaggerating a little bit, but just think about your mapping apps. I mean, some of them are using geolocation. All right, it's kind of a tangent, but you're going to run through an exercise that will, help you understand what geomapping is and geomaps. Very rudimentary, but very important that you understand how this works. And it's, the government uses it quite a bit. Some of the big businesses use it quite a bit, but geomaps are becoming more and more part of things like navigation, autonomous vehicles, all of that is a part of the geomapping scenario. So that's the assignment, and don't forget your screenshots. The applicability here is so high. I mean, if you can go into a data analyst position or any type of high level data management position and explain to them that you understand how geomapping works as far as algorithms and data visualization, you become quite desirable. So anyway, that's our last assignment in our course. Hopefully you can have some fun with it. And then one final quiz in Learning Unit 5. Yes, and it's the same with You Certify. I hope that this course has been a valuable experience for you. You're learning skills that are highly needed, so don't dismiss that. And I hope this experience is a good one for you, and I wish you all the best, all of you. So just keep striving for quality, within your education.